Hi guys, welcome back to HADAL TV. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Ali. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, we're calling Jamsito.
That's what I call you. You're a jam as a jamzito.
So yeah, Ali, welcome.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for having me again, man. I appreciate it.
Nah,
It was
definitely.
fun last time too, so.
And we have
Ahmed,
yep, as
I like
usual,
to call him the technician. The technician.
technician. I'll take that.
the tech man,
Technician.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tech guy.
the tech guy. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah. So today, obviously, we're going to be discussing the hot topic.
Another reaction.
Yeah. So we're going to be just looking at obviously what the King of Jordan, or they call him the last King of Jordan.
Hey,
Hey, I didn't say that. I've heard that rumors going around. But yeah, that's just a joke. So
it?
yeah,
I'm joking. Sorry, carry on.
yeah, it's supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. You're just killing it now. Anyway, so he met with Trump, and obviously, since Trump has basically said that they're gonna buy Gaza,
Well, I think he said something different, but we'll get into it in the video.
so basically said that they're gonna take Gaza. And,
Yeah.
but this is the topic anyway. So
Take Gaza, take the people out of it, send them away for a bit,
yeah, no, he said they're gonna
and
send
then
it to
potentially
Jordan.
bring them back again. Potentially.
No, but he didn't say that.
I mean,
It started with that. So then he changed it to like, we're not too sure yet, actually.
I've not really seen the whole clip. I've just seen like
No,
snippets
no. So
on
this is
social
before
media.
this clip.
Oh,
So before this clip,
that
he
happened when he met the prime minister of Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Yes, he was
Yeah.
visiting the US, and
Yeah.
obviously there was a press conference was given, and Donald Trump basically said, "We're gonna take over Gaza," and
I mean, how do you just take over? Like,
he said, "We're gonna take it. We're gonna own it.
We're gonna,
rebuild
it, and then
We're gonna make it the new Riviera. Is that
the Riviera of the Middle
Of
East.
the
something
Middle
like
East.
that. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
And then when they said, "Well,
Basically, I remember. Sorry to cut you off. What's the guy called from the UK? Nigel Farage.
Yeah.
He actually commentated on what Donald Trump said. He said it's quite attractive, this idea of having casinos there and all these sort of things. So they're envisioning this being the new Marbella of Middle East.
yeah." But listen, if you listen to Nigel Farage, you're more silly than I am. You're to listen to everything that he says. But so the Trump moved on to say, so the journalist asked him, "What do you mean? Like there's going to be a new Riviera? Who's going to live there?" And his answer was, "The people of the world."
Okay. Yeah.
The people of the world. And he goes, "What about the Palestinians?" He goes, "Oh, they can live there. They can live there."
I mean, I kind of want to hear what he has to say to me.
yeah. So basically, obviously, after that visit, it created a lot of
Controversy.
and basically everybody's like, well, "What's going on? Like, where did the
You
Palestinians
can't do
go?"
that, basically. You can't. Yeah.
All the nations in the world, even the Keir Starmer, the prime minister of the UK, turned around and said they are respecting the UN Charter and the two-state solution.
Okay.
I don't know how's that going to happen, but there's nothing left to have two states off anyway. So basically, the Saudis sent a letter out saying, "No way, that's not going to
I
happen."
think majority of the world was like, this is insane because
Yeah, it is
you
insane.
can't basically displace
It's a bit of a. I mean,
and take them out and
It's
create
such
this dream,
a,
so-
but even the Israeli government did not ask for something like this.
Let's get into this
So,
video.
like, I mean, like, this is not what the conflict was about.
Yeah.
What the conflict was about, obviously, with Hamas and what happened in the 7th of October and all of that. That's what but this whole thing that Trump started is a whole new thing. Basically, just saying, get everyone out. America's going to
the
own the
question
land.
mark that I have is it a new thing, or was this always part of it?
Well-
because to build something, you gotta break everything, don't you?
Yeah,
so
but I
you
mean,
break
that-
everything
what-
down, and then you can make it what you actually want it to
Yeah,
be.
but what Trump said now, if we
But
focus on
I'm gonna
Trump and
before you watch this
story
video, I'm
right
gonna
now-
tell you one more thing.
Yeah.
There's an interesting fact about the Gaza Strip. So I think it's 1 point something trillion
Yeah,
cubics
yeah,
of
yeah,
gas comes from Gaza.
Yeah.
Wait, so yeah,
So when you say that it's a new thing, I don't think it's a new thing. It's a new thing to the world that it's been announced, perhaps. But I think if you think about it,
I know exactly where you're going with
the
this.
whole place is basically demolished
Yeah.
for them to come in and rebuild it for the people and randomly just take charge of this 1.6 trillion, whatever number it is, of
Yeah.
cubic gas that he brings to us. How much money is that going to bring into that sort of?
But do you guys
know-
do you guys not think that Trump is on a roll of like owning a lot of things because he wants a Greenland as well?
Yeah, he wants and I actually
And he
I grew
also-
up in Denmark, you see.
Yeah.
So I've always had that green as part of my school studies and stuff like that, and it's part of the kingdom of Denmark.
yeah.
So when that came
okay.
out,
He said we're gonna buy it. And then
What?
when they say what they buy, he goes, if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna put tariffs on you guys.
Does he just think he's buying real estate?
He's putting tariffs
Yeah,
on everyone.
And that's not the only one.
Canada, Mexico. He wants to do it on Denmark, even on the UK.
Oh, you guys forget another one. Panama.
Oh, is it Panama?
Canal
as
of
well?
Panama.
Yeah, yeah. What's
It's
it changed
built
now?
by the-
What's
by-
it,
by the
what's it
Americans.
called now, though? He changed the
Uh,
name, didn't he, recently?
The Gulf of Mexico, he changed it to Gulf of America.
Gulf of America.
But also he wants to take the Panama Canal. Basically, that's the it's like what the Egyptians got.
Well, the
The
Suez.
Swiss, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the gateway to get to the Americas.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
So basically, the Panama charges every American ship to go through that area.
Mm.
He said they're gonna take over.
He's gonna take over.
So,
the
but he's
world,
taking
guy.
over a lot of
He's
stuff.
nuts.
What is going on with Trump? I think like obviously like
Who's gonna stop him?
well, come on. Like,
No,
what
no,
he's suggesting.
I'm asking a question now. Who's gonna stop him?
Only time will tell.
There we go.
So you're saying basically like
I'm
because
not
to
saying
be honest with you,
anything.
like
I'm not saying anything. What I'm saying
Guys,
to you is,
Ali's not saying anything.
I'm just saying.
No,
I'm saying.
no, I get what you're saying, but
I'm
obviously
saying who's gonna
the
stop the
world
man?
is based on international law. Obviously,
Yes.
international law, you cannot take someone else's land.
International
and
law.
own something that they own.
International law went out the window a few months ago.
Years ago, maybe.
Years ago. Sorry.
Yeah, let's just be real.
No. What's hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I agree. Okay,
Yeah.
fair play. Like,
Can we get to
obviously-
this video? Because
You know what? It started naturally. This
All
place.
right.
It's good. Let's.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know what was said fully. So
Okay, let's watch.
Let's
what
start the
Trump's
clip, let's
saying.
start the
we're gonna watch this in segments.
Mr.
yeah?
Trump.
President, you said before that the U.S. would buy Gaza, and today you just said we're not going to buy Gaza.
We're not going to have to buy. We're going to have Gaza. We don't have to buy. There's nothing to buy. We will have.
Just that bit there.
What did I just say to you though? Go back to what I said
it's
before. Sorry.
crazy.
What did you
Nothing
say,
to
though?
buy.
There's nothing. Why is there nothing to buy though?
Because who you buying off?
Not only that, it's destructed. What's you gonna buy? Is
No, but
demolished land.
even if you wanted to buy, who you gonna buy off?
Nah. I think it's
No, because obviously
it's a lot deeper.
He
than
wants
that.
to buy Greenland because you have to deal with Denmark, right?
the Kingdom of Denmark.
If he's saying because he said he's gonna take over, he's gonna buy or something, but who's he gonna buy? The Palestinians ain't gonna sell Gaza.
okay, that's a good point.
There's-
They're not gonna
who the hell is he
okay,
gonna buy
so
from?
the Palestinians won't give the land up. Fair enough. But he's gonna come and take it by force. Then, or what's he
He's
trying
just
to say?
basically saying
Yeah.
we're just gonna have it.
Yeah,
So
basically.
he's
what
gonna
happened,
come in with a
there's nothing to
military
buy.
and take the whole land. Take the whole strip.
Yeah, and then build it like, and it will become an American-owned area.
My question goes back to what I just asked before you guys
Yeah.
went to this clip.
Yeah.
Who's gonna stop him? I want to answer tonight.
well,
before
I'm
we go.
guessing. Okay,
I literally just said only time
okay,
will tell.
okay, two things, right?
Go on.
The Saudis. Okay, no, let me land. Let me land.
Sorry, go on, let me
The
land.
fact that you led with that and you're saying land.
Hold on. Okay, because they're the biggest players in that region.
They're not really.
So no, there's two.
Who?
The two big players in the Middle East are Saudis and the Iranians.
Yeah.
Right. Iranians are definitely not going to get involved with that. That's just put that. I won't even speak about that. They will not accept that. The Saudis said they're not accepting it. The UAE said they're not accepting it. The Qatari said no. The King of Jordan said no with a strong.
On Twitter, he said no.
Yeah, he said no. Yeah,
On Twitter.
And the official document.
Yeah,
document
but
said
not
no.
and not.
So okay,
yeah.
so all of them they said no. Okay,
Egypt as
and they
well.
said this is impossible, right?
I think
and they're
even-
not taking any of the because Trump wants the 2 million Palestinians left in Gaza
Yeah.
to be removed to
Well,
other.
he said a lot lower number than that.
What was it 1.6, 1.2
He
million?
was just guessing at this point.
Yeah,
yeah,
1.7,
so obviously,
1.8.
like they're not accepting that.
Yeah.
So obviously, the King of Jordan, obviously, he's there now, and he's saying he's just said what he just said right there, right in front of his face.
Oh, so he's there with
The
him.
King of Jordan's
Yeah,
right
yeah,
side
yeah.
next to him, right?
Okay.
now.
Next to him, on
let,
the right
let
side.
me play this.
Let's
and-
continue the clip. Yeah.
Okay.
Of Gaza.
What is that?
No reason to buy. There is nothing to buy. It's Gaza. It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it. We're going to get it going eventually where a lot of jobs are going to be created for the people in the Middle East. It's going to be for the people in the Middle East, but I think it can be a diamond. It can be an absolute tremendous asset for the Middle East. And you're going to have peace. It's going to bring peace in the Middle East. Gaza, the way it is right now, every
Pause
10
that.
years.
How is this going to be a peace in the Middle East? Is this not been going on since the
48.
48? So he was saying basically the only way to create peace is just to kick the Palestinians out.
I mean,
How does that even make
he
sense?
didn't actually say kick the Palestinians out.
Essentially, it's not what
But-
he says, but
that's what they're doing.
That's what he's-
That's what you're doing. You're
So
displacing.
you're just creating more problems.
So the tragic thing is that you're displacing a community, and you're ethnically cleansing a land from
Yeah, but you can't do
particular-
that. In international law, you can't do that. You
So,
cannot.
like I said, like the brother said this before, and I say as well. The international law failed us years ago, unfortunately. And you can say that I'm not sure, but it did. And the fact that he can say this on live TV, on Fox News, on CNN, and you can name all these news channels. I'm sure the British also have announced, like BBC and Sky, that he said it so confidently, so casually, like it's nothing. The fact that he can say on live TV that I'm going to ethnically cleanse this land, whether you like it or not, I'm going to force myself in there and I'm going to make the Vegas of the Middle East or whatever he says. That itself is kind of a big concern to people. The fact that you say international law is still there, I'm not buying it, bro. I think what he says he's going to make it. And
Obviously, like legally, he cannot do that. If he wants to take it by force,
legally, he can't do a lot of
yeah,
things.
but he can't do that.
What do you think? What do you think the agenda is here?
The agenda is to get the Palestinians out of that land.
My conspiracy
else
is
is
that
And if they
it's
go,
obviously getting the land out, people out of the country or the land.
Yeah.
But it's also because of the money involved there. Because the gas, for me, again,
it's always
a
money
game.
It's money.
No one
Yeah.
cares
So
about
do-
anything but money. So
so
it's the
it-
gas company or the gas.
obviously
machine thing.
he's saying that it's going to create peace. So if the Palestinians, all Palestinians being removed from Gaza,
Can I question you
then
something? What does?
does it mean that when that happens,
Let
then
me ask both a question.
Yeah, go on.
What does peace mean? Just we know what peace means to us, but what do you think peace means to him? What is considered peace to him? That the Arab world or the Middle Eastern people are below a particular other person, and he's in charge of the. Because in his head right now, peace means Donald Trump in charge of the world. That means peace to him because he thinks he can control everyone and put them around where he wants. But what is peace? When you say he says now he's going to be peace to the world. How?
Bro.
What's going to happen?
nobody knows what Donald Trump thinks.
I wish
Another
I could
fact.
read his mind sometime. He's an intelligent man, though. He's not stupid.
He's all stupid. That's
People
what,
keep
you know
saying
what,
that.
When I
He's
first,
man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a
yeah.
smart man.
when I first heard what he said, I thought he was just
He's crazy.
Like
he
a
just
wine
says
merchant,
things,
yeah.
Yeah,
No, but he does
that's the
things,
one.
but then he does
Yeah.
something completely different.
Yeah.
Like, it happens all the time. He says things and then he does completely the opposite.
But now he's persisting with this whole thing.
And also, don't forget,
yeah, that's
before he got elected, he was
Yeah.
criticizing what Netanyahu was doing.
Yeah.
He was saying this is outrageous. He should be doing what he was doing. But in the same time, now
The moment he's come in,
when it comes to the best friends again,
The
so
boys-
nobody can know what this guy actually thinks.
obviously someone else is pulling the strings.
So
That's
I have,
it.
I have
That's it.
okay. Obviously, all the Middle Eastern governments, obviously, they rejected this idea, right?
course.
And they said they will not encourage or take any Palestinians. So where do we go from? Where is he going to go with that then after that?
I mean, let me see what he says.
You're going to have the same thing happening. I've watched it so long, all the death and destruction of Gaza. The civilization's been wiped out in Gaza. No, it's going to be a tremendous thing. It's fronting on the sea. It's going to be a great economic development job. It's going to put people to work, a lot of people to work. And those people are all going to be from the Middle East.
And just
So first,
So
obviously,
he's not being very specific. About, he said them people are going to be from the Middle East.
yeah, we know who it's for.
So you're saying it's going to be given to the Israeli government, basically, because they are from the Middle East. They're there as well. So he didn't say it's going to be this side or this side. So he's just playing games. He's playing with words in another way.
Seafront. It's like he wants to build this whole new Maldives or whatever it is. But the end game, it's like what you said earlier. It's not even alluded to. It's basically
He's just
that.
getting the Palestinians out, pretty much.
Not just that, but it's as what do you call it? The 1.3 trillion,
Cubic of gas. Yeah.
of gas available on the offshore of Gaza. At the end of the day, it's
all about the money.
It's a greed situation.
It's all about
That's
the
all
money.
it
That's
is.
why he went to Greenland as well.
I want to see what the other guy has to say. I mean, he's not come in yet.
Just to follow up with one
Oh, you
on
mean
that
the
for
king, yeah?
Abdullah, can you clarify again, sir, how do you feel about the U.S. taking Gaza, as the president said?
Well, again, this
Just stop
is
for 1 second.
Wait,
Just watch what I say. Before you even go, just look at his body language, man. That speaks volume, man.
I mean, he blinked twice like this.
Like he is.
I never seen a
sure.
man blink so much. But you know what?
He blinked
That
so hard,
question
bro.
was such a loaded question for him. There is no answer for that. How do you feel the U.S. taking over Gaza? And then he goes, the president said, like, no, how do you feel about it? He can answer that question.
Let me see what he says.
He can answer it.
something that we, as Arabs, will be coming to the United States with something that we're going to talk about later to discuss all these options.
And Mr. President,
Wait, he said we're going to
He
Discuss
said
the options.
we as Arabs are gonna come to the United States
I
to
think he
discuss
mentioned
all of these
Arab leaders
options.
as well, no? They
Yeah,
discussed
yeah,
Arab
yeah,
leaders
yeah,
as well.
yeah. That's basically what he's saying.
So
He's not saying.
So he didn't answer
yes,
the-
I agree with it, or
No,
no, I don't agree with it.
he didn't answer the question, basically.
No, no, no.
No,
he
he
didn't- he
ran
didn't.
away from the question. He was saying, look, I'm going to
Yeah,
come.
of course. Because he ain't got the balls to answer that question.
Well,
I'm
not.
gonna be careful what I say because the thing is, I probably have a lot of Jordanians following this channel. Probably they do.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah, but like,
I'm not accepting.
but
I'm gonna
are we
say one
wrong?
thing. Forget everything he says. Look at his body language. That speaks volume. The
His head
guy's
is
shook.
down.
He's scared. Clearly in this video, you can
But,
see
okay,
who's in charge.
Can I
who's
ask?
not.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Okay, he heard what Donald Trump said,
Yeah. Oh,
right?
clearly.
No, everybody heard because obviously this happened before he came.
Yeah.
If he knows that's what Donald Trump thinks, he already said officially no to that.
Yeah.
The Jordanians are not going to accept it. He already put that statement out, right? Why does he come and sit next to the man that is going to say the same thing again? Is
Yeah,
that not humiliating himself?
That's my question. Like, why is he there?
But that's the point.
So
that's the
okay,
question.
I'm gonna be a little bit like fair on the guy now, just because even though I don't, my personal views are completely different. But anyways, political, diplomatic. He's got to be there. He's got obviously he's the leader of a nation. He's the king of a nation. He's got responsibility to come and probably have a chat with him. As much as I don't agree with this and have personal views on what he's doing, is
Yeah, but
completely
why
wrong.
did they say that then?
But I think he's obviously, first of all, we all know whose pocket he's under, who controls him. But I also think there's a political, diplomatic responsibility for him to come and obviously have a conversation and be a bit of a man on the screen for his people to think, you know what, our king is out there talking to Trump, blah, blah, blah. But the reality, he's not really talking, is he? The guy's talking for him. That guy's just watching and nodding his
Yeah,
head
you
like a
got,
little kid.
it's humiliating.
Yeah, absolutely embarrassing it is. I think it's embarrassing.
He could have just said
To all of us, man.
It's a very direct question. He could have said, "I don't agree with that." I've already I've already put a statement.
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Yeah. I've already.
Yeah.
Or he could have just said,
I've already
without
given my
answering the
stance on
question,
this.
Yeah.
I've already said my stance.
Yeah.
That's it. But now he looks like he's changed his tune. He's playing to the music that Donald Trump's playing. He's like, yeah, me and the other guys are gonna come and then we're gonna discuss it. Keep playing. Let's see where it goes with this.
Authority. It is sovereign territory.
Under the U.S. authority.
Mr. President, would you
Oh, so they ask him under what authority is it going to be under? He said U.S. authority.
Oh yeah, he said he's fully taken over.
Yeah.
It'll be part of America.
So they're okay. Let's.
Basically, it will be.
personally develop property in Gaza after this
No.
happens?
No, I've had a great career in real estate.
Mr. President,
You know, when you've done what I've done in the last number of years, including the 4 years that we should have been doing something else, frankly, because people see that now for sure. But when you've done what I've done, you can just do more good for people when you're president. When you're president, we can do things.
I'm just gonna end it there, to be fair, because he's waffling for me.
I don't believe
We
anything
can just
he says.
do more good for people. I know it wasn't like his administration that was part of what happened in the last 12 plus months or whatever it was.
The one thing that like obviously he's known for, he says a lot of things and then obviously does the opposite direction completely. I don't believe anything he says.
So do you think he's gonna follow through with this?
Nah, hell no. I don't think he's.
I think he's going to attempt it, but I think he'll
Nah.
be shut down eventually from it.
Yeah.
But I think he will attempt it. I think he will
Bro,
go ahead
if
with it.
the US policy on this whole issue in the Middle East, they're not going to change that just because he said so. Because obviously, don't forget, the international law and the UN Charter obviously agrees 1946 that Palestine should own certain areas in Palestine, and that has never been changed, and that's the whole reason the existence of Palestine and Israel. It was that agreement. That nobody can break that agreement. That's signed by the whole the United Nations. So one guy cannot turn around and go, yeah, I'll change it. We'll take the land, unless he does it by force.
But that's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like
But
he's
you can't
going to
do
come
that.
in and...
You can't do that.
It doesn't sound like this guy is coming
Bro,
in
you
with
can't
a
take this
plan.
guy lyrically seriously. That's probably why the King Jordan's run away from that question. He doesn't want to answer it
Nah,
because he knows he's just stupid.
Yeah, but
It's a
because
stupid
he's
question, in a
scary.
way.
He's a scary because he's crazy. He will do things that no one else will do. He's
It's
not normal. in his
embarrassing
head.
for him to sit there and listen to that.
But what's more embarrassing than anything else is that I would say, so I'm gonna go a bit off that video itself, is that people watch this stuff, and I keep going back to this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the generations are more woke, as per se.
Yeah.
I feel like we're watching news. We're better. We are just being better to each other. We try to be more, open-minded. You can say. But the fact that a man like that come out and say he will own half the
Somebody
Middle
else.
East, he'll own this land, that land, call this. He would change it, like the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America, and no one is calling this out. You see a few tweets here and there, and TikTok here and there, but there's not an international call to take this lunatic off this stage. Like, this guy is saying crazy things, and people are just like, yeah, it is what it is. Where's the humanity? Where's like the self-respect? Where's the honor? Where's that we want to be good to each other? We want to be kind to each other. Why does it have to be so negative and crazy all the time with this guy? There's nothing good about him anymore. Or has there ever been a good about this guy? But
Yeah, but like, he's a president of America. Like, obviously, if he's trying to make the situation in Gaza, trying to make it better, then, well, yeah, good luck to him. But if he's coming in to cause more problems,
Which is what it sounds
which
like.
is what it sounds like, because obviously that area is already problematic anyway. The whole place is upside down already anyway. If he's coming in here to cause more issues, I don't know what interest is served. I don't think interest is served to interest of American people.
It's just money, bro. It's just money. I think, you know, Sean Strickland,
He sounds like a developer. Like, he just wants to build something.
But that's what it is,
He
though.
doesn't sound like
but
that.
before you start
He doesn't
building
sound like an
other
American
places,
president.
build your own cities. Sean Strickland, the UFC fighter, puts out a nice tweet. So he's like, did we make a mistake voting for this guy? Because, you know, our cities in America are failing. We've got poverty. We've got this is that. And you're going to go out and build Gaza. The Americans want themselves, like, obviously, at the end of the day, you vote for a president to fix your own nation's problems. But this guy's priority is wrong, man. You got so much poverty happening in America itself. And you want to go to the other side of the world.
He's doing a lot of. There's a lot going on in America right now. Obviously, politically there's a lot that's happening over there.
It's
But
too
this
much.
is I don't you know what I honestly think maybe this is a distraction. He's basically like doing
It
so
could
much.
be.
He's doing
This
so
could
much.
be
Do you know what you should do?
the front for something else that's
You
being.
could find, you
but
need
you
to
know-
find if Simpsons has predicted this before. No, I'm serious, you know, because you might be,
You know,
you
this is not even wrong,
might,
you know.
try and find
the
a clip.
producer of The Simpsons
He
is
knows.
crazy.
He's got a time machine, or he works for the CIA. They probably tell him what they're going to do next.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna
think
be
it's
one of
CIA.
the-
I think it's CIA.
or maybe they own the whole bloody show, because they keep predicting stuff and it comes true. But you know what? Yeah? Like, let's just say this guy at the moment in time is releasing the JFK documents. There is
Martin Luther King as well, I believe is.
Yeah, that one as well. He also created a government department called Doge, basically going through. He shut down the USAID, apparently used by different agencies to follow the money around. He's basically doing a lot in one side. This could be the headlines. Could be distraction, because
True.
it's not possible for him to do what he's trying to say,
Yeah.
because he's not going to win any allies in the Middle East for him to do what he's doing,
Yeah.
because it's not going to happen. It makes no sense. I honestly think that this is just a distraction and headlines and a hot topic to rally so many people.
He's good at it.
But then he's doing something else. He's even like looking at cutting funds for the CIA and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen that,
Like,
actually.
there's a lot going on. So he's basically up against a lot of crazy stuff that in the US, basically. So this could be like, oh, look at that way, but I'm doing it over here kind of thing. Could be that.
He's good at that, though. He's always been good at, like, stealing the hit show.
Yeah.
You know, and doing something else in the background. Like, TikTok was supposed to be banned in
So
America.
at the moment in time, I think we might be
And
watching
then-
Donald
and
Trump,
this
the
guy comes
developer.
out and says, you know what, guys, actually, I'll change my mind. And everyone's like, oh, he's going to save TikTok from us. So there's a lot of it. He's got good analyze there.
Yeah.
Let's see. I hope you're right, of course.
So, the audience, please let us know what you think. What do you think is Donald Trump just talking, you know what I mean, from his,
Is he gonna have it, or is he not?
or do you think this is a distraction?
And be vocal.
Yeah.
Be vocal. Right in the comments, innit? In the comments,
Yeah.
just reading like, oh, I'm not replying.
Let us
Write in
know
the
what you
comments.
think. Do you think this guy's just talking nonsense or he's actually serious? Because I don't think he's serious. Nobody can take this conversation seriously. I just think that he just humiliated the King of Jordan. Or should I just say the last King of
He
Jordan?
humiliates the whole Arab world by saying that, I think, honestly. But that's just him coming out with that statement is humiliating to all of us. I think.
Yeah.
I
to be
mean,
honest,
it literally just come out, so I think now we're gonna have to wait for like the responses, if there are any.
yeah, but they already respond to him, all of them.
The also we won't do it.
Yeah, they all
That's-
respond to him
yeah,
already.
no,
So
No,
that
I
already
mean,
happened.
Not like a
But you
document.
mean like you
but
want like an this,
I want someone to come out and be like, "Yo,
publicly.
no, you can't do that. What are you doing?"
Oh, no. They can't speak to him like that.
Yeah.
He's the boss, man. The Middle East.
I feel like someone, obviously, like I always say, someone's pulling the shoestrings. So
yeah, he's not the boss.
I just think that they will
Yeah.
ignore him until he forgets about this conversation.
Yeah.
Or something else comes up. And then they'll be like, nah. Behind closed doors, they say, listen, you can't do that. But I don't think publicly they'll say something to him.
interesting.
Yeah, potentially, but I think we need to wait for something like by next week. Hopefully, we'll see
Yeah.
an update in the
I
world.
feel like this.
Nah,
will,
this will drag for a bit.
do you think this will?
Because
Just,
I think he's up to something else.
Let's see.
only time will tell.
Leave it on the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. And on to the next one.